Hello, this is a quick video on upgrading the power supply on a Dell XPS-8900 with a Skylake processor. As you can see, I already have it partly installed. Just wanted to give you some quick tips. These two tabs have to be pushed down to get the stock power supply out of there. The two PCIe power connectors for the video card are attached to each other, 6-pin. I am installing an inexpensive 725 watt power supply I got off of Amazon for, who knows, 50 bucks or something, but it had really good reviews. It's one feature it did not have, which I thought long and hard about, was being able to remove the power cables that you do not use. A lot of them have additional plugs up here, so these cables, the ones that you don't use, can be removed. I did not get that feature with this, so you end up having a bunch of cables in the case. I did measure this, at least online, to make sure that it could clear this USB port bracket, which supplies the USB signal to these two ports here. This power supply would, and I measured that distance. I just wanted to reiterate that this measurement of the depth of the power supply is important. You'll see that this one is not as deep, and almost all the higher wattage power supplies are deeper. So you determine the measurement of this, which I don't have with me, but I found it online. And then you compare that with the measurement of this, and determine if the additional length will fit before this block of USB connectors here. And I determined that this model power supply will likely fit, and we will find out in a minute. Okay, so now I'm trying to fit the power supply into the case. You'll see it's relatively tight. There's a fan block down there. There's the red and the white wire, which is very close, as well as the before mentioned USB block. Let me put this down and see if I can fit it in. Okay, you'll notice that there's a flat surface here and here, which kind of holds the power supply in its spot. I'm hoping I don't have to bend those any to fit this power supply in, but it looks like they may have some bend in them if necessary. I was able to fit this in without bending it. Let's see if the screws line up. There's one screw that's lined up, and the other two screw holes appear to be lining up, so it's looking good here. In the back, it's tight with the USB block, but I actually see daylight in there, so I think, there you go, we are going to be fine. And I was able to start all 4 screws and it looks like this power supply is going to at least physically fit in the case. Structurally, this seems to fit fine. There were two metal tabs in here that kind of held the back of this, and this is not going to be able to use those two tabs anymore. The power supply is too deep. But I don't think that's the end of the world, because we do have these two flat brackets holding the power supply in place. So this is more like a typical clone PC case now. I did have to connect this small, it's like a CPU power supply, and then there's the larger cable down there, which I have already connected. These two connectors I already mentioned, and I will probably connect the drives off camera. Other than that, this model seems to fit fine. You could probably even get one slightly longer, but no, this is about as long as you want. I don't have the specifications of this in front of me, but you can look it up online as far as the length of the power supply, or as I say, the depth. I hope this helps a little. It's not a comprehensive how-to, but it goes over some of the issues I had, and I hope if you like it, click the like button. And like I said, I will have to tie these extra cables. Actually, there's not too many extra cables, but I believe there's one, which I will have to tie up and maybe stick it into this empty drive bay here. I was considering putting a fan in the front and there to bring air through here and kind of around this video card, which does get rather warm, and then the air will be sucked in here and this fan. But so far this has been a very good PC. Okay, so I'm almost done here. My cable management is not going to win any awards except for maybe in the ugly category, but it does keep them away from the fan, and for the most part it doesn't restrict airflow, which is my only intention, is to keep it away from the fan. I got another hard disk in here, so there's now two hard disks in here. This SSD drive is a little flaky, like a lot of these early Kingstons. I think I went through 3 of them. They were pretty bad. Hopefully they make them better now. I'm going to replace that with the nice Samsung drive and put it all back together. I'll just kind of tuck this in here with this last cable. I don't even attach SSDs. This computer does not move. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you much.